Okay, hola, I'm Profe Potter, and I'm here with Profe Bliss. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself? Where do you
Hola a
teach?
todos. Hey, everybody. I teach Spanish 1 and 2 in Redmond, Washington at a public STEM high school, and I've loved Cantarama. The timing was part of the magic because in the fall, I had a tradition starting with the first week of school of starting a Música Miércoles. And I started planting little seeds and playing the songs. At the beginning, it was very basic, especially in Spanish 1. It was just the song's title, the artist's name, where they were from, and the genre. And students kept in their journal a very simple 4 square chart with that information. And through the fall, they started to realize it was a routine of 1 song a week. And by the time we got to February, when Cantarama was released, they were able to fill out their bracket knowing most of the songs. And they had a lot of buy-in already because it was this surprise, like, oh, all these songs we've listened to and developed a joy for are now competing against each other. So they had a lot of background knowledge. Well, they had enough background knowledge to be really engaged. But then the weekly slideshows just reinforced that. And it was really fun for me because I knew the surprise was coming.
I think it's just fun to keep the element of surprise and be like, by the way, now there's a competition across the country with these songs. Gotcha.
Right. I really appreciated the flexibility of being able to do Cantarama for, I think, at minimum 15 minutes a week. But there were times when I really loved a song or I had a lot, I could, the content was really relevant to the curriculum that we were working on, where I would use it for 2 whole days. Sometimes we had a funny schedule for early release near holidays or state testing or something like that, and the flexibility to dive in more to Cantarama was really helpful. But generally, it was on Wednesdays. I was kind of gauging to student interest. Sometimes 15 minutes was the perfect amount of time, and other times, since we have shorter days on Wednesdays, I could use it for the whole like 35, 38-minute class. But
Mhm.
since I teach lower levels, 1 and 2, I think that in general, I probably spent a little bit less time than upper level classes could, especially on the grammar pieces or just, yeah, grammar in context of music. But I was into it, so I did it every Wednesday. They're just so much more interesting than a traditional textbook, and that really complemented our curriculum. I also believe in our curriculum, it's very student-centered, but Cantarama is so student-centered. The kids can really, whatever their passion is, like the student who won the perfect bracket contest, he loves writing digital music and playing the piano. So he might have had a perspective that was more like instrumental based or listening to the melody in the songs. And other kids were really interested in the music videos. Other kids are interested in the people themselves. So there's so many angles for students. I don't. You might ask me a question like this, but one of the things that I loved about it so much was it didn't matter the students' academic performance in the class. There was something in Cantarama that hooked everybody, whether it was just the pure competition of, I want my bracket to do well, or, oh, I'd love to win that prize, or this song is stupid, so the other one should definitely win. Or like, oh, I'm really interested in the grammar. Every kid had something they liked about it. And every song, even if I didn't like a song, some students in the class liked every single song. So that was also very cool. Yeah, several, but I think the most memorable was a student who rarely speaks. She would never speak voluntarily. She's a very quiet student. She submitted a musical video of her, let's see, singing and playing piano as a cover song. And I asked her permission if I could share it with the class. And the class was stunned because she was singing in the video and I had no idea she even liked the song. And so moments like that where I thought the kid didn't care, but it turns out they really liked a song or they wanted to go above and beyond to submit something for the contest. That happened in multiple ways. Or some of their kids would say, I have the whole playlist on Spotify and I listen to it every day on the bus. things like that that they just never expressed anything like that in class, but then they'd make a comment or I'd give little free write things just to kind of see what was going on in their head, and I really like that. I like that the just the personal engagement part of it, or just the kids were excited to come to class for a reason I didn't expect. Oh, well, full disclosure, I made it a project worth points. I gave them time in class, but not too much, but it was also a funny time between spring break and AP testing. And at our school, AP testing, eh, kids are spending a lot of time preparing for that. And that was a very high stress thing going on in the background. So to give them some time in class after we'd done a lot of it, a lot of exposure to the songs, they'd heard every song several times, and then giving them, like, okay, you need to do one of these. You gave me the idea, or kind of like the choice assignment. Like, here's all the different contests. Choose one that you like on any song in Cantarama, whether or not it has advanced. And that choice was really helpful. Some students did submit it just to get it done, but a lot of them were really invested and also repeatedly going over the prizes. But at the end of the day, I made it an assignment, gave them support, gave them time in class, let them go outside to film the music video or to like film the dance thing. Was it worth it? Absolutely. The slideshows alone are, I keep telling you, you could charge triple. The content that you're generating and giving to teachers is fabulous. It's really high quality, and the theme is really consistent. The formatting is really consistent and really professional, so I always scanned the PowerPoints in advance, and I didn't always do the entire thing, but it was lesson planning for me because I knew that every Wednesday I would have a break because I didn't have to write the lesson plan for the day. I would go through it and then I would decide for that class for that week which slides I wanted to use. But it was a break for me, but it was also a boost because I was really involved and I had my own bracket that I had filled out. And I was definitely attached to some songs more than others, so there were these moments of drama throughout Cantarama, but it is
Good drama.
absolutely worth it. It's so much value for the price. I will be a member forever.
Oh, thanks. Well, and you can be. You can love it. Okay, well, thank you so much. I think that's helpful for teachers to have an idea of what one teacher did. I know my husband's also a Spanish teacher, and he is like really doesn't have a lot of flexibility. So he did it as like a 5-minute warm up, like once a week. The kids made a bracket, but really light. I I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. It depends on the week, and I taught it in Spanish 1, 3, and AP, and it really, like, depended on what like you said, how much time I need to fill, how much do I like this song, how much of a fun break do students need from whatever it is we're learning about in class, so it changed a lot. So thank you for talking to me, and I hope you win the bracket contest this year.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.